Let's get you updated on our current grain trade and see what the trajectory is here today on a Tuesday on the corn market. Let's dive into our prices and our quotes provided by Bar Chart. Whoa, we're getting a little weak in the knees in this nearby corn here. We have July now trading 11.5 cents lower at 6.45 3/4. That's about a penny from our low of the day. And now you have December down 7 1/4 at 5.33 per bushel. So a lot of weakness there, led by the nearby contract on the way down. Soybeans, just the exact opposite. You have July soybeans 11 cents higher at 15.33 3/4, and you have November 4.5 cents higher. Check that, now 3 1/4 higher at 13.65 1/2. So strength in the soybeans, led by those same nearby contracts. On to the wheat we go, and in Chicago, July is 5 cents lower now at 6.57 1/4, only one tick from our low of the day. On the Kansas City market, you have July currently 6 1/4 lower at 6.09. It's sitting on the low of the day right now. Minneapolis wheat has July now 2.5 cents higher at 6.87 1/4. And speaking of the wheat, well, I want to go to the phone and welcome Ben Hushon. He's with the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. And Ben, I heard from you before we came on the air live here. You're talking about the farmers in that area that are focusing on wheat right now. How come?
Well, they sure are. Good morning, Marlin. Since we last talked, we pretty much hit the repeat button on the weather, which was a really good blessing for folks in our community that are growing wheat. See, something that we've learned in the past 7-8 years, mostly from the flour mills, the folks who are buying our wheat in the Northeast, most all of that has gone to flour for human consumption, actually. And there is something that's known as head scab. Sounds ugly. It's a Fusarium head blight fungus, which essentially produces a mycotoxin, locally known as DON, which causes the flour not to rise. And there's a very narrow window on a farmer protecting their wheat from being in that situation. The difference is if they don't get the fungicide on at the right time, it goes from flour quality, so that's $6, $7 wheat, down to feed quality in that $2 range. So highly impactful, and it's very important that they get that. They only have about a 2 or 3 day window when that wheat head starts to flower. And for the viewers, I sent a picture of that of a wheat head in full flower. You need to apply a fungicide on, and that's pretty much been the entire focus of the last 5 to 7 days, and will continue to be a little bit longer for some of the late wheat. Getting back through, putting a little fungicide on, maybe a little bit more fertility to bring that big wheat crop on home.
Interesting videos, and yeah, thank you for that close-up picture there as well of the wheat heads there. Fascinating to see how that wheat crop is coming along here this year, and I appreciate the update there. Ben, we'll talk with you again next week at the same time. Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll pause right here. We'll come back in just a moment, and we'll get you updated on our livestock trade. See what's going on now on a Tuesday when we come back.